huge CS lead. They got a plate already. They're looking for reset, which might not happen if this fight breaks out, as Meat Shaft is walking into a trap, gonna get hit up by the hook, and the miasma definitely is gonna seal his fate. First blood going to time. You're not backing as early. Your ward's gonna have so much useless time out on the map, and it even delayed the Ezreal because if he can't get anything done, he got a little bit of damage going down onto the Scion. He can flash out, so he won't be dying in this case. Ooh, maybe with a hold of it under the tapper from the Volibear, does manage to pick it up. Sabo is the one who claims that, and
here, Cam.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit interesting. Kaiser does have flash, but a really well-chained CC.
He's being taken up. I don't know what kill shot's gonna do.
Yeah, they really couldn't do anything just because of how low the Olaf was, but Miasma onto the Annie, she already stunned up Rising Blue, but a great petrifying gaze as they're into the backside. Here comes the Scion from the top, but doesn't manage to go far enough with that charge. Cabri might get a second death in almost a minute and a half, as now Costa's in a little bit of no man's land, trying to run away, does have the flash, used it a little bit early, but still got stunned up by the Annie. Sabo looking for the flag and drag over the wall, able to find his way onto Cassiopeia, but Olaf is re-emerged from the depths. Nice ultimate though from the Volibear, as they are just cleaning up this fight. Dynamax look like they came to play today and showing why they should have been 0-2 last week. They're going to be able to pick up Rising Blue as well. Clean ace around the dragon.
Now, getting another fight.
Yeah, they managed to catch out the Galio, but this is why Galio is such a good pick into the Nautilus, able to just taunt them and ult out. Here comes the depth charge though, going to be able to find his way onto the Galio, still managed to get out with another Justice Punch, and he's just running in circles around KSG right now, but a nice hook lands onto the Ezreal, forced to flash away, and now Lord Heaven looks like he wants to go in with that Volibear. Annie stacked up her stun over on the side, able to get in, but another great petrifying gauge, but she's just dead. That's what I was talking about, where if you're dead, it doesn't matter how well you scale, as there's already 2 kills going over. Looks like it's going to be a third, a double kill for the Annie, as Lord Vlad looks like he wants to go in even farther. Is he going to be able to find his way onto Rising Blue?
But they got to avoid death.
Yeah, the trouble is that their team just isn't playing safe enough. It looks like Rogue's going to be going down. They almost managed to find a pick onto the Kaiser as well, and Herald is still alive with minions, which means Cassiopeia's catch and farm, but they're just losing their entire base for it. They're going to be able to get that cushion for them to secure. His Scion's going a little bit too far for it. They're burning a lot of CC on him, but he's getting quite low, so it's rather worth it. As here is that flank I was talking about pre-game with the Annie, trying to find her way in, as now Volibear's gone deep as well, able to get his ultimate off, not able to find Rising Blue quite yet, but the Ghost is out. Is it going to work? Finds the chomp as Sabo's going to go down. This is the play that Keep has been looking for. It's still not quite enough, as he does manage to pick up enough kills to 2 for 2. And a Galio ult coming out just to try and escape on to the Ezreal, but flash forward from Rogue. It looks like they're still going forward as the Volibear's back in. Rogue's going down, and that was maybe a little bit too aggressive there from KSG. They had gone even in the fight. They took out the jungler. They could have called it good, but instead it's going to end up being another ace, as Cavalry's going to fall here any second now.
Yeah, Lord Black.
A little bit of mixed fighting coming out here. Costa's going to get caught out by the kind of top duo here. Rogue's able to waltz away, but Costa's still in a little bit of trouble. Good stun coming out from the Volibear. This turret is not going to help you. He just turns it off. He honestly didn't even need to, but managed to find their way onto the Olaf as well. Nice Ragnarok to get himself out of there. Costa almost able to find a kill. Be surprised if anything can happen here, but always got that fingers crossed. They managed to find an amazing play. They did get something onto the Volibear potentially, but he's just going to ult out unstoppable with that. But Galio's in now. Nice 3-man taunt as they managed to pick up Kiba as well, but a flash out from him. Petrifying Gaze is going to work momentarily. There's that unflinching with that nasty nice flash in from the Annie, but a great pickup kill as well from the Ezreals. Now, there's just nothing they can do. They tried to get the catch, which means Cole might be in a little bit of trouble, as Gary Cow is dashing through, able to find the W on, and as well as the grass is coming through from the Maokai. The red buff's slow with the flash away. They might have enough to kill in here, but here comes Olaf, able to find it with that E of his, and now for a little bit more of a chase, able to get enough. And they did end up getting that. Ish might have found something on the Cole, but he is getting pretty low on mana. I'd like to see the World Ender come out. It does finally come out, but he's starting to miss those Dark and Bleed for him to try and make a play here. He's actually going for a TP flank onto the bot lane. The first one didn't work, but this one might well. Solo player not going to be able to find the stun on the MF. Good dodge away from the Xenoblade. Here comes Maokai as well, as they do manage to get the depth charge off, and now a flash out from the MF. That movement speed is really helping her out. Maokai might have gone a little bit too far. They managed to pick up 1 kill, a little bit of lane control for themselves as well, but what do they lose on the cross-map play here? That's really the end goal, is what can now Hyper get for it.
Yeah, right there, Sacramento, beautifully timed and a well-placed ultimate too. I mean, Kirby obviously denied a lot of his shield to Rand. Oh, going for a re-engage.
Yeah, Olaf just absolutely turns around, flashes out, but he will end up dying to that ignite. Cryo Nethger as well, gonna get caught up. He's gonna be falling down.
On the side, Piper elite because they got the Olaf and they got the Vladimir. Now we're getting engaged.
Yeah, lots of damage coming out so far, but the Darkened Blade doing good work. Ish is about to fall, but I think Cole might have enough damage to kill Derek out here, unless Derek can get a flash out, but he's still sticking around trying to fight. Flashes away, but a flash forward from Berserk. I think that might be his base skin, but definitely the right choice to go for. They seem to have found a pick onto the Aatrox, but here comes the teleport from the Vladimir. If Cole can live just a little bit longer, is going to get knocked up, but here comes the Galio, here comes the Olaf. It's a 3v2, but now it's going to be a 2v2. All the healing coming in from the Olaf. Now Vladimir in a little bit of trouble, does get hit up by that Justice Punch, and the Bramble Smash coming through from Ish, but the massive amounts of healing coming through, just not going to be enough to save him. I think he might be dead, but Cryo is here, able to get off that Make It Rain and help his Vladimir escape. Now Derek looks like he wants to go in, but they don't know that Shezmezer is here. He's going to try and throw that undertow, get a little bit of damage off. A great ultimate though from Leonis. The flash back from Derek. Oh no, he didn't manage to get his ultimate off. That's a massive mistake coming out, as now Credible Threats is left in no man's land. No one is
not in for Sacramento, but they're going at it again.
Yeah, this could end up being a pretty bad play. They already managed to pick up one kill. It's going to be two going towards Sacramento. Lots of healing still on the table for Dairy Cow, as he's still going forward. 3 kills already. JC going to get ran down. Nice dredge line away. We'll see if they're able to pick up Cole with that Solar Flare. Able to get him with the Zenith Blade as well. Dairy Cow maybe shouldn't have gone up that close. Yeah, already going in with that Nautilus ult. Derek trying to get in, doesn't manage to get there. As they manage to find a way onto the Amethyst as well, but there goes the Nautilus, first one to die in the fight. Ezreal starting to do good damage, but their health bars are way too low. They might have a tinky comp, but it can't withstand the damage coming through right now from Hyper. Is Ish desperately trying to pick up one more kill.
Big Think is not there, but the teleport flank could be in here.
Yeah, there's a possibility as the fight is coming out. The bullet time does land on a few, but gonna get interrupted pretty quick. Really great ultimate coming out from the Galio. That's the kill that they needed, but now Vladimir's here. Didn't go for a flank, but does start getting some damage down. It doesn't look like it's gonna be enough in the end. Mo Easy Money able to pick up a kill on the backside of the fight, but Big Snake and Cole here are just absolutely dominating this fight. Is there enough damage coming out from Sacramento to finish this one off? Derek forced to flash away. Vladimir almost got his Empower Q. It is back up. Now GA proc, and just the sustain coming out as he's able to get forward. Gets the Deathbringer stance. Another nice. The problem is there's only one magic damage source, and it's that Vladimir is a little bit of a 2v2 fight. It looks like it might quickly turn into a 4v2 if they can actually chase them down. Looks like Kane's going to go for it, able to get that Humble Trespass on. As now Bake Steak in a little bit of trouble, doesn't have flash, as he does get his Zanya's out, might be going down. Great use of that ult there from the Leona. Now Cole is here as well, gonna get caught up by the CC, so Fire onto him, but the bullet time starting to shred through their team. They have the damage, they find the kill, and there goes the Olaf as well.
Why? But they're honestly wasting time on that Baron Bubba now. Derek Cow.
Yeah, Derek going deep, but he gets killed before he can even use his ultimate. Bullet time straight onto the tanks, but Kirby is in the back line. Now Credible Threats trying to peel from No Easy Money as Olaf is doing work back there. JC as well is in that area. So many carries were sacrificed just to kill Kirby, but they have finished him off. They found their way into the back line as well. This is the fight that Hyper have been looking for. They find Ish. Cryo looking basically untouched, as Ish is just gonna die. There's really no way for him to get out of this. He does manage to flash away, so that will
cover all that health back.
Yeah, Olaf gonna get engaged onto here. They're gonna look to try and force up their Ragnarok. Good job there. The question is whether or not they'll be able to finish up what they've started, as bullet time just demolishes Derek out. Here comes a TP flank in from the Aatrox as well. Dread's going to land onto the Galio. This might finally be the moment that Hyper have been looking for, as Aatrox is starting to do a little bit of work onto these carries. They're going to get hit by the CC, flashes over the wall, trying to find his way onto the Ezreal. Not going to get the Zenith Blade from that Fiona.
Who are going off of a 1-win. Oh,
Duo might be in trouble. Binding's going to land, and really off of that, but Now they might have caught Messer as a good knockup there from the Searing Charge onto this Thresh, but she doesn't seem to have a trap for him. A little bit of fight up top though. Shishin able to get a heal off as he did manage to get the kill onto that Rip Herald. Now Cole trying to kite around, looks to try to find a kill. Barely gonna be able to pick it up with the sweet spot of the Darkened Blade. Now Big Stinky forces Valkyrie to get away, and Cole almost managed to get that, but didn't quite. Now on the bot side, damage coming out onto the Thresh. Are they able to trade it back onto JC as Fable barely walks out of there? I don't think he'll get himself to safety, and now Broken Fable might be caught out. The play's not going to work in time. Cataclysm is there. No flash here for the Thresh. The package is going to separate the Orianna from the fight. Still managed to get it with a massive two-man shockwave as they've managed to trade 1-for-1. Now Bake's making a little bit of trouble. That red buff. What is this teleport coming out from the Ornn in the middle of a fight versus Cole? Icaros, though, is here. Does have the ultimate. The enemy team is lining up inside of a choke point. We'll see how many people we can get with that Call of Force God. That'll be able to be 2. And now Messer in a little bit of trouble. Nice flagging grab from him. Going to be able to knock up the Trundle, but this is all going in the way of Hyper so far. They've already cleaned up 3. This is what we were talking about before, where Cole is so good on this Aatrox in the team fights, and there's the lane, and still a little bit of a macro blunder there from Hyper. In the end, Hook lands. Do they have a damage? Big Stinky's fairly low, so I don't think that they can actually contest this, and Shushin forced to flash away from that CC. Now Orianna with a massive 2-man shockwave. Fable's going to be able to find a hook onto the Caitlyn, though pulls him back in, but the flash out is there. McDougal looks for a little more damage. Icaros could have gone for a flank, but decided not to, taking it head on, taking them at face value as he's going forward, trying to find his way onto Nepgear, but just gonna miss everything. Might be able to find a Searing Charge into the wall, but no, the Black Shield is available once again.
Extremely bursty. Now Icarus maybe looking for a fight.
Yeah, they might be able to find it. I think Icaros is going to be able to get out just fine, but this tower might be a little bit of bait as the rest of A1 are coming around. Call the Force God, going to be enough to knock up 2. They're underneath tower as well, as Cole just barely manages to get out with his life with the flash forward, forcing the flash out of JC as well, and Cole might go down as Big Stinky is out for blood. All he needs is definitely a little bit oof there, but a nice pickup there from Messer, as that is the Ocean Soul flash away from that shockwave. Is a little bit of a good fight coming out from A1, actually. They're surviving a lot longer, but the problem is that this Ocean Soul is just healing Hyper right back up. Call of the Force God didn't help at all on the top side of that fight, as there goes the Thresh. This is going to be Corky falling down as well. Not enough damage to burn through all this healing. He does have an Executioner's Calling, but it's just not going to help. Now, get out of that without, good use of his flash, and does end up going down. It's 3 hits, just bare minions pouring in. Final fight coming out as Dizzler does burn down. Big Stinky just running for that hill. Doesn't look like he even wants to, consider fighting this, as there goes Shishi on that Trundle as well. Cole is absolutely dominating this game, is going to get hooked into play, doesn't manage to bring him into that fountain range. Earlier, I actually am holding Dynamax to very high esteem, possibly the best team in the league. But we'll have to see as Blitzkrieg gonna flash out, is going to die as well.
Success, but now the Cooks.
Yeah, good catch on the Lulu. Might force out the flash. Right now she's just walking it up. They do have Sichuan in the area, but Dynamax do in fact know they're gonna be able to kite away Blitzkrieg in a little bit of trouble as he is starting to get traded back on by Saba. Joker doing good damage, basically untouched in this fight. Now Rim really frontlining here, gets the heal out and just taking so much damage, forces the flash away. Joker barely is able to pick it up with that looks like the catch onto the brand, flashes in a straight line, but a blitz hook onto that Ashe. You were calling it out in the pre-game, but the turnaround, Mishap's gonna get killed by Joker, who's having a hell of a game so far, manages to get out. Now Rim in a little bit of trouble. The tanks are doing work onto him, but the Decimated Smash might be just enough. He needs to just keep running. Don't let the Malphite flash on top of you, but it will end up being a kill filling over, as now Joker is re-engaged into the fight, able to get those slows off with her auto attacks, and now Gally looks like wants to go forward, but what a brand ultimate, shreds them to pieces as Stormfire in a little bit of trouble. He's caught between a rock and a hard place. Now Sabo able to find a pillar onto Joker as well, and this Interstellar, and yeah, just that brand. I feel like Vincent only plays fire champions, as Joker's getting good damage off here. Needs to be a little bit careful with that Ezreal, but Mishap in so much trouble. This just insane DPS coming out from the Ashe, and maybe a little bit of disrespect as well from Dynamax's side, as they do manage to find their way onto the Scion as well. Good cancel of the CC, but just needs to survive a little bit longer, as Vincent is here, going to be able to try and get his ultimate out. might be able to get the good damage off with it. It definitely didn't get as much as I would have hoped, but it is just enough to force them to back away. As now Blitzkrieg in a little bit of trouble. Sabo able to find the kill onto him. As Lamantin as well forced to run, but
top button.
Then looks like he's gonna be able to pick up a kill. Yeah,
that's so easy to kill.
Yeah, pretty free kill. I've learned to trust directed camera. If it's in the middle of a fight and it just zooms elsewhere, I know that nobody else is dying. Like, I used to be like, but I wanted to see the fight. As a blitz hook lands onto the Ashe, he might go down, but a great overgrowth coming out, and it's actually going to be Meatshaft who falls in the end, but Joker does manage to get shut down finally by the Ezreal, which is exactly what they wanted. But topside, they're just losing so much.
So much, and looks like they might try to get Lamantin. Not going to be able to at all, and not even just that, losing so much, losing 2 towers.
Yeah, a little bit of a re-engage coming out, but Vincent is still here with his ultimate, able to get a couple bounces off the minions, and that is just going to be, after too many slows. He does have flash, but he's not committing it quite yet, as now he's forced to try and kite away from the Ashe again. Knocked up, can't get anything done. The Enchanted Crystal Ladder is going to be just enough. That took them so gosh darn long on a 4v1 to kill a Scion. Now he's running for it, going for more. A Sabo steps forward almost to his death, but Vincent is here. They baited enough time potentially as he looks to try and chase them.
Whoa, look at Joker.
Yeah, he's just committing to this tower. Meatshaft, though, might have overcommitted for it, but now they can start turning around as Stormfire is in a little bit of trouble, but able to back off. Rim just doesn't have nearly enough damage. It's not even a close fight, as he's just putting in more and more autos. Meatshaft knows he's dead, and it's just another double kill. It's just absolutely insane how much damage he's doing right now.
Look at Joker. He was like sitting under tower. They're ready to kill him, ready to, chop him up, put him on the guillotine or something. Didn't work out.
Sabo gonna get picked out here as well, as Interstellar able to just lock him up, even with the subjugation. Just might not be able to get out. Barely is walking up for the time being, as the Unstoppable Force isn't gonna land. A nice Ashwood onto the brand as well. They're just getting pick after pick.
Dynamax.
Oh, another blitz hook lands onto the Ashe. Are they able to save her with the overgrowth? No, Joker's down. That's all the damage. Brand died as well, but it doesn't matter because he got his ult off. His passive still works even after death. That man just got a quadra kill, I think, after dying. Yeah, looks like they're going to try and turn and peel. They do have a trundle in. Maybe they took a little bit too much damage. Blitzkrieg is there, but subjugation is on cooldown. Managed to get the Unstoppable Force onto the back line as well, but Aztec is still a fairly squishy guy, as Rim is completely untouched. Vlad is such a tanky guy, even with Joker sitting here willing on him arrow after arrow, just can't get anything, but they did exactly what they needed to. They stalled for time. Here comes the Galio trying to disengage a little bit. Sion still in the backside. Post-death, doesn't matter. He's still strong. Meatshaft in a little bit of trouble, but Rim still untouched, just waiting for the...
Get the hook, and yes, he does.
Finds it onto the Malphite. We'll see if it's the target they want. Really good lockdown as the Galio's coming out, but now they're all starting to group up with the manage to find their way onto the brand as well. But the Pyroclasm is doing so much work, but it just isn't on Joker. He's all untouched in the backside, but Vincent managed to make it out alive, gets himself a kill. That's already 2 down. It's going to be a 3rd as Joker, he's feeling confident, still stepping forward. All he has to support him is this Lulu, but it might be enough. He is going to back away, but that should be an Infernal Drake going over Rim, just getting so freaking obliterated by the Ashe, and he's just not laying off. He's putting so much pressure on them, despite the fact that it's a 2v4.
Do this. He has the Ashe arrow now.
Yeah, I mean, he's still going forward, still full health. He can keep trading onto them as Rim steps forward, going to get hit up by the Enchant Case. I think that she's relatively safe in that scenario, but it could end up being pretty bad as they manage to find an engage onto the Galio. He's getting jumped so low, so fast as he's forced to get out of there. But now Sabo's in a little bit of trouble. Nice ultimate there, but Ashe is down, actually picked up by the Ezreal. That could be catastrophic as Brand trying to trade damage back on is just doing so much damage. So it's going to be a triple kill there for the Ezreal. She did get the QSS, which again, that really only helps her for the AMR. Nice engage coming out, but it didn't manage to get anything done. Vincent did actually fall down in the end, but Ashe is so low in the back, barely able to get that Lulu shield, and now she can start trying to heal up, but like you said, those brambles are doing work. Overgrowth onto her, no one was even top. It was strictly for the heal, but they get the hook, forces to flash back over the wall. It's a massive decimating smash in the corridor. Imagine if they still had the brand, but the True Shot Barrage just might be enough as they're going forward, able to find another kill onto Joker. It's a wipe, it's a quadra kill, and if they go down mid, they can end the game, but to the Scion onto the tower just for the damage. They're kind of going for it. They're able to siege that up. It looks like Malphite's going to try and engage on the backside. Doesn't have a whole lot of damage. Ezreal able to just get out. Ashe on the backline as well, trying to peel for her life. She is quite low. That's going to be Sejuani going down as the Joker's still kiting. Decimating Smash is going to knock him up, and you can start trying to heal back up with that shield coming out from Pix. It's a triple kill for Ezreal. We thought it was the brand carry, but it's been the Ezreal all along. And Dynamax, they are going to be able to pick this one up. Another hit hook. Don't end the game. Get it.